I mean, kind of surprising when this fight gets announced and not that many people are talking about it. That shows you what kind of week it's been for the
Yeah.
UFC. Gilbert Burns and Khamzat Chimaev, the long rumored and planned bout between the two is finally going to take place. It looks like. I don't remember where this confirmation came from, but
It was Dana in one of
okay.
his interviews this
Yeah,
week.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
why I put it on here. April 9th, UFC 273. That is coming up here very shortly.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
fight that took a long time to come together,
No
but
shit.
we're gonna see it take place. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've talked about this fight a lot, but seriously, Dominic, this feels like the guy that's going to be next for the winner of Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards, which has still not been booked yet. But again, if Dana's word is to be believed, I don't know if it is, but let you talk now.
Yeah, I mean, cue the LeBron, meme where he's saying it's about damn time when he won the ring.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
Because we've been here in this fight. We've talked about guessing the odds for this fight on a round table.
That's
I mean,
true.
this has been going on and on for what feels like months. But it's finally going to happen next month. It's crazy. April's already next month. But it's a great fight, and it's the fight to make. You called it way before I feel like a lot of people did that this was the one you wanted.
Thank you.
Gilbert, yeah, I got you. Khamzat is ready to be tested amongst title contenders. I don't care what anybody says. I think actually 99% of the community would agree with that statement anyway. And for Gilbert, first off, balls on this guy for even accepting this fight when he does not need to do this whatsoever. But it's kind of like the biggest fight he can have. You know what I mean? Like if you beat Chimaev, who is a star in the making, you're right there. You're gonna build yourself. You're gonna hold your spot in title contention because that'll be a second in a row if he wins because he dominated Wonderboy Thompson not too long ago. So I love everything about this fight. I think it is Khamzat's toughest test to date, and truthfully, might be Gilbert Burns' toughest test to date too, even though he's fought Kamaru Usman. So I love this fight. I'm assuming. Or no, there's 2 title fights on that card too in April. So this is actually a sick ass fight card, but I love everything about it. No, you won't hear me complain one bit.
Yeah, the whole reason why I was so interested in this fight right away, it's the same reason why I wasn't against Khamzat fighting Leon Edwards, if you remember, back at the tail end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. Even though now it feels more warranted because Khamzat has since beat a ranked opponent in Li Jingliang and is now in the top 15. Because Gilbert Burns at this point, sure, if he were to beat the loser of Usman, Leon Edwards, or fights the winner or loser of this Colby Covington, Jorge Masvidal fight at some point, or we have the Vicente Luques fighting
and Bilal Muhammad.
Muhammad. Like if he were to get one of those winners or losers in the next few months, maybe that's enough to put him right back in line for a title shot. But what the problem with Gilbert Burns kind of has right now is, yes, he could just keep winning and make himself undeniable, especially if, I'm talking about if Kamaru Usman kind of stays champion. Things change if there's a new champion. If Leon Edwards wins, things change. But if Kamaru Usman, who is still as of today the best fighter in the world, so I have no reason to believe he will not remain the champion, I think that Burns needs something more than just, another win to convince the champion that he's due for a rematch. Colby Covington got that rematch, and Jorge Masvidal got that rematch for reasons not just in the fact that, Colby Covington, in my opinion, was deserving of it, even though I know a lot of people felt Leon should have been in that spot. But I thought Colby was still proven to be the best welterweight in the world. Their first fight was so close that, you felt like they could run it back. He dominated Tyron Woodley, who, yes, I get how people feel about Tyron Woodley, but former champion, still elite level fighter. Jorge Masvidal more for the financial pay-per-view side. And again, you had that caveat of how would that fight go if there was a full camp, blah, blah, blah. Right now, if you're Gilbert Burns, you don't have anything like that. Yes, you had a really good round against the champion, but then you kind of got dominated the rest of the way.
Yep. Yep.
Kamaru made great adjustments and really took it to him in rounds 2 and 3. A win over Khamzat Chimaev, who is probably the biggest hype job that the UFC has had since Conor McGregor.
Yep.
Would be the thing that says, hey, he's ready for a rematch.
100%.
So to me, it's a no-brainer. This is why I thought Leon Edwards should take that fight back then, because Khamzat's hype was huge. Probably the same level it is right now at the end of 2020.
All before he got sick.
Yeah, even though he hadn't got the win over a top 15 opponent, he just felt like he was coming.
Yes.
So I get why it looked lopsided, but I thought for Leon that was a huge fight to really boost his stock and his name. And for Gilbert Burns, this is going to do the same thing. But it's easier said than done because he's going up against Khamzat Chimaev, who I still think might be the next champion. So it's an amazing fight. And on that card, it's already got 2 title fights on it. I mean, come on. 2 great title fights. I mean, Volkanovski, Korean Zombie, and Jan versus Aljo, too. I mean, it's going to be a great night.
Yes.